What's going on, Shrewd Stock Squad? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, do yourselves a favor, hit that subscribe button, come join the Discord, link in the Patreon below, because we're building wealth out here. None of this is financial advice. Now let's get into this. All right, guys, I show you every single time, portfolio where it's sitting at. Right now we're at 115 and it's been making slow and steady recovery, right? Nothing has changed too much, but I want to show you everything like I always do, right? This sort of transparency you don't find anywhere else on YouTube. And the reason why I do this is because we need to make, we got to know who we're listening to and what we're doing with it. All right, guys? All the gains and losses and everything like that. So what I want to show you here is this. We're starting to see a little bit of a recovery, all right? And what I'm doing specifically right now, the plays I've gotten you guys in, if you're following some of them, these are going to be short-term catalysts we're riding out, all right? This is not how you build out a portfolio, all right? This is not how you build out long-term success. This is how we ride catalysts and rinse and repeat them. But the one I want to talk about today is Dogecoin. And basically, here's what happened. So I have been involved in crypto, and I mainly use BlockFi for, a lot of my Bitcoin and Ethereum holdings and all of those. Because BlockFi, I have a link below. If you want to use it, it pays interest on your Bitcoin if you're going to hold it. All right. The reason why I use BlockFi is for Bitcoin, and that's just my long-term holding. In this account, though, remember what I said, this account is trying to do a lot of rinse and repeats, and it's going to be short-term catalysts. Crypto is pretty good in terms of using technical analysis for the most part. So what I did was yesterday I bought $100. All right, I only used $100 of my account, and I bought it in Dogecoin. I'm trying to see what price value. Yeah, so 23 cents I got in on, and so I've been trying to play around with a few different technical indicators, things like that. And around the time, it was like this time yesterday in the morning, I ended up getting the notification to buy in on it with my technical analysis when I was doing it in the morning. I'm trying to fine tune this technique and try to play around with it better or not. But you can see right here, we're already up, and it's not even up a little bit. Remember, I only put $100 in, and we're up $18.45, $18.45. That's 18.5% almost, in a day. So seems like what I did there was working, and I'm trying to fine tune this technique. So that's why you see me playing with $100, and I might just keep playing with 100 for now before I try to invest a little bit more money and try to use techniques like that. So for anyone who's wondering what you want to do with Dogecoin, how to play it or whatnot, this is it's not just Dogecoin. This is Dogecoin, this is Ethereum, Bitcoin, Litecoin, all of those things. If you're looking to do these swing trades and day trades and things like that, it's pretty good in terms of if you're trying to go with technical analyses. If you're good at those skills, this stuff can be really helpful for you, and you can actually really make a lot of money off of it, because a lot of people have just been using that. When they see a big dip, then they ride it back up, they find the dip, buy it back up. But remember, guys, this stuff is it's volatile, it's risky, so you got to go in with this with a plan. All right, you have to know what's your entry and then what's your exit. And let's just say it doesn't go the way you want. Let's just say Dogecoin did not go in the direction I needed it to. I had a plan in mind. This is the price point where I'm going to exit, and then I could buy back in later or switch it out, things like that. Guys, I'm not the richest investor you're going to see. I'm not the smartest, anything like that. But what I always preach is what? Risk to reward ratio. That's how you got to live it, okay? When you're trying to be in this investment game, it's all about risk to reward. Don't let anyone else tell you otherwise, because that's how you end up getting hurt, when you don't have a plan about what's my risk in this and how much could I potentially gain. And that's how I like to play things out. That's why I go heavy in some of these plays. I mean, that's why I'm sitting on a crap ton of Sidious right now. It's a risky play, but a big reward. And how much of my portfolio did I invest and things like that. So that's how I kind of go about things. All right. But yeah, my advice for Dogecoin, if you're looking to get in on Dogecoin, you gotta use some technical analyses. I can't give you a price point, though. That's the problem with it. I cannot tell you a price point right now, because the thing is, the way I'm playing it is more of a minute to minute thing. And so I can, not minute to minute, but it's short term. It's like for that moment that I see, okay, these are the bullish signals to get in on and to not get in on. So right now I'm still getting a bullish signal on it. So I can tell you, yeah, if you want to get in on Dogecoin, you could do it right now. I don't know if it's going to be I don't know how. I can't alert you in time, though, if it's the signal to sell out. Though I can let the Discord family know, just because it's a quick message. But for me to come up and upload a video, do this whole thing, I don't always have this with me, and so I can't always send the videos out like that. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is, if you want to play these crypto stocks, especially, you know, scalping like that, you know, buying at the low point, selling on the top, have your technical analyses down, and you can write it out like that. I still don't feel 110% comfortable with my technical analysis on cryptos. I can do it with some of these other, you know, I'm used to it with stocks, because in stocks you have to use technical analyses, fundamentals, things like that. The crypto market is much more technical based, because I mean, what's the fundamental in Dogecoin? But that's what I want to say about it. I can let, if you guys want to join the Discord, I have that link down there in the Patreon if you want to do it. If not, there's no pressure, guys. I understand there's, you know, some people have money constraints, and you may just not want to join it. That's fine. I still show you my portfolio, everything like that, day in and day out, just as is. You don't, there's no pressure if you don't want to join it, all right? But I let, that's where I can let people in on plays a little bit earlier than others. So Dogecoin has doing that thing. I also got signals for Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum yesterday, but I'm trying to test this thing out with $100 that I sampled in for Dogecoin. And if I see this thing starting to do a good, you know, my analysis working pretty well, I may start investing a little bit more in this portfolio. Like I said, I am in cryptos, but I'm mainly in the ones for longer term holds. And I've been doing that for a long time. And that's really my BlockFi account. And I used to be in Coinbase, Binance. I used a whole different bunch of platforms. And I've personally found BlockFi to be my favorite one in that regard. So other thing I just want to say in general, you know, if you're looking to invest for this next upcoming week, guys, you know, I do have a feeling we're starting to see a shift of the money coming back into the, you know, the smaller market cap stocks. So we're seeing Palantir, we're seeing Neo, MP, all of these things starting to get a little bit more money now. So the one that I want to really point out is Neo. And reason being is this, guys. So I made that video. If you haven't seen it, for some reason, the ones that I put out the best information, and they don't get as much views, but you know, it is what it is. But Neo, there's a lot of catalysts upcoming in the next week or two. By the end, so the end of April and the first week of May, there's a whole bunch of catalysts coming out for Neo. They have, they're announcing that their expansion into Europe, specifically Norway, they're going into. They're having earnings come out. They're having a whole bunch of stuff that's coming out in the next week or two. This may be a play that you want to get in on. If I do end up getting in on Neo, I let you guys know every single time, so you'll see it right here firsthand on YouTube. But you know, I'm going to show it open if I do that. The reason why I have not yet is because, like I always say, you don't want to spread yourself out too thin, because think of it. If you're in too many plays, then a double up can only get you so far. You know, you're spread too thin. Versus, let's just say you only pick a handful of stocks. Okay, let's say 5, 6, 7 stocks. That's pretty, you know, depending on how much you're talking, that's still pretty spread out thin. But when those double up, when those have big catalysts, when those can start moving, now you can start seeing some pretty decent gains. You know, there's no point in being 100 stocks that each one of them, like, you know, goes up a little bit, because you can't make as much money out of it. So you got to be strategic in which plays you want to get in on and which ones you don't. Disney and Apple, I told you, they both have catalysts coming up towards the end of this month. And I mean, these are going to be solid stocks regardless. But we're starting to see a shift of the money going from the larger market caps back into the smaller market caps, and we can potentially start playing off of it. Again, we've only seen two days of green, like, you know, just a handful of days we're seeing this thing, like, you know, look, just only here right now in April 21st to now. We've been seeing the green for a little bit. That's not to say another wave can't happen. That's not to say we're out of the waters just yet. But remember, we can't forget what we've been through, where we saw the gains and we saw the losses like this. Trust me, guys, if we take a look back, remember this period? So we saw the whole thing crash right here, and you know, March 5th was the day where a lot of people, I remember that was the day where all the stuff went down. Then we started seeing go green, 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 all the way to March 15th, 16th. You know, so you're talking about 10 days we ended up seeing, you know, green patterns like that. And then look what happened again. So I'm not trying to be, I'm not trying to say what to do in that sense. I'm not trying to say that we're going to be in a bull run or a bear run or what it is. All I'm trying to say is don't be too optimistic, but don't be too pessimistic either. We got to play it safe. We got to be in the middle ground, and we got to take the lessons that we've learned. All right, fam? I keep telling you this entire investment game, you know, we're here to build wealth. Wealth is not going to be built in a day, a week, a month, even a year. It takes years and years and years to build wealth, okay? Because it's generational. And we got to take the lessons that we learn. We got to take every single mistake that we do as a lesson. And those lessons we got to apply in the future. So that's what I'm trying to say right now. So we saw something similar happen in the past, and now we got to apply it going forward, all right? And this is how we're going to win. This is how we're going to dominate. And this is how the Shrewd Stock Squad is going to grow their portfolios and actually become wealthy. A lot of people like to talk about it, but we're actually going to be doing it, all right, guys? I know we're going to kill it, and I know I see the comments. I see everybody talking. I love the energy, and quite honestly, guys, just keep doing what we've been doing. We're gonna ride these catalysts out. We're gonna keep adding to the foundational plays that we talked about, and we're gonna keep this thing growing. All right, guys. Like I always say, stay happy, stay healthy, and let's get wealthy. Take care, guys.